Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hitman GO Definitive Edition. Let's go. So it's another day, another assassination as it were. Let's remember where were. I believe we are right in the middle of this one, so let's start here. So I've slept since the last recording session, which means maybe I'll be a little bit kinder here. Let's see what our quests are. Maybe a little bit more patient. Level complete, collect briefcase, don't kill dogs. If that's our solution. I looked at the achievements, and it turns out there's an achievement for using a hint, and there's an achievement for getting all the objectives without using a hint. So when you have something like that, what you're effectively telling me is that the only way you could have possibly ever gotten all the achievements is simply by getting the achievement for not using any hints, then using a hint at the end. Ooh. So now we have the statue that we can shoot and make the guy fall on, make it fall on him. And that's an interesting twist because now this guy can't get to me. He has to just turn around and go back. Interesting. So, unfortunately, I don't have a way of taking these guys out until this point. That kills the dogs, so that doesn't solve one of them, but it does probably solve getting the briefcase. So let's see what the solution is for not killing dogs, as it were. I honestly doubt very many people, if anybody, would be able to get all these objectives in a realistic amount of time. So I suspect what goes on here is we go down this and we then, okay, interesting. That's not what I was expecting to happen at all. I guess you just get them to run after you and chase. I was figuring you'd go down here and then they would get to this point and then you would just walk here and catch their attention again. But I guess this one works too. Maybe the other way wouldn't have worked. Move forward. To number 12. So, one of the achievements was centered around the idea of shooting statues, which is going to become a new thing. I suppose, unless this blocks the direction, I should very possibly run here. Then shoot this, take out these two guys. And that does block his view. So that's cool and all. Does it really help with anything? Do I need to shoot the dogs? Don't kill dogs, kill all enemies. See, now they're sneakily hiding the fact that they want you to kill the dogs now. Either way you go about this, you're still kind of in a bad position. Like, we take this guy out, we come over here, we get this dog, we get him to start chasing us, and then we just keep... Oops, I've cornered myself. But assuming we took care of that guy, then you would just have to come get that guy, And then you have to get to the key. I have no interest in trying this again, so let's try the don't kill dogs solution first, and then we'll just move on to the interesting move. Shoot that guy. Move back here. Move over here. And then do this. And then shoot this guy. Interesting choices. Now back this way. This way. This way. This. Down. Here. Up. Over. And up and up. You see, that's what I figured you would do for one solution, definitely. Let's now see what the kill all the enemies solution is, which is going to be slightly more difficult. I wouldn't be surprised. So you still shoot this guy. Interesting that you don't use the statue, and the statue will always fall forward. Interesting. Am I getting several people here to all line up? I guess I am. And I guess if you sneak up behind this guy, it doesn't matter. And look at this. All of them are in the same place. And I could shoot all three of them, but I think there's an achievement for killing 3 things with a statue. So definitely do that. And then this. So if the helping hints are telling you how to get achievements even, that's nice. Although it doesn't really matter because realistically nobody's ever going to get 100% of the achievements, and that's all Steam ever cares about. Which kind of makes it the only thing I care about. Achievements in general, I make this argument every time I start talking about achievements, which are playing a big factor in this game. In general, achievements are stupid and they hurt video game and the video game industry because they waste the producer's time. So no solution there. Some amount of resources, even if it's not the original creator of the game's job to make the achievements. Some amount of resources somewhere. They could have gone to making a game better, went to thinking up the achievements, and it's undeniable that that is the case. So I guess if you throw this here, you can get a considerable number of people. And can I just bum rush all these guys? Yes, I can. And they turn after I walk, so I'm safe here. Which I think also means I'm safe here. Which I think also means I'm safe here. And then let's see, if I throw the rock here, these guys are not gonna turn around. But if I throw the rock here, I could get one guy to look this way. Maybe. If I throw the rock here, it doesn't really accomplish anything. Like this will catch that guy's attention. So I can. So what I can do, like this, and he kills me. Total goals: 21 or fewer turns, kill all the enemies. Let's see the kill all the enemies solution, because I was making progress towards that. I think you're pretty much required to do this much. And they have us throw it here, and then walk back this way, and this way. and then this way, and then this way, and then this way. Interesting, just going back and forth until they're all in the right place. So we can take them both out. Take this guy out. Take this guy out. And take this guy out. And take this guy out. And it has you throw it here, which gets those three. Go down this way. And then take this one out. Then go over here. And take this guy out. And then walk over here. And then walk over here. And I've got three of them. I can take out one move. Go this way. Go this way. Take this one. Take this one. And it seems like the guns are simply here as a distraction. And when you click on it, you can just fire anywhere, I suppose, and it doesn't matter. And win. But that certainly wasn't 21 or fewer turns. There's an achievement for spending 100 moves in a turn, which I think if you weren't as quickly just asking for the solutions, you almost certainly would do that. But then there's also one for being pushed around over 100 times, and according to the counter, I haven't been pushed around even once. And so I don't know if that's just a gameplay mechanic that we haven't seen yet, or what. Let's see, hit this again. Come back this way. Up here. Up here. Over. Over. Go and kill this guy. I guess that probably saves me, although it may not actually matter. Moving forward. There's only a couple more levels here, 14, and then we'll do the assassin, and then we'll be on the box 4. Again, I kind of like the idea of the concept of the statues. It seems late in the game to be introducing these things. I know in general in games you would want to add more abilities and such, but what this causes by having almost no abilities to start with is it to be incredibly difficult at the beginning, or at least feel incredibly difficult. I think what you almost have to do is this a character over here? Yeah, I think that's a guy with a dog facing this way. I think we need to very specifically and very carefully. Can't shoot this guy. I can shoot this guy, I suppose. What am I doing? In all honesty. Like, if I shoot this guy... that doesn't help. He's gonna just turn around. This guy. And kill me. Alright. Show me how to get a briefcase. What the moves and the tricks would have been for that. You start this way, go around, get the dogs running, go this way, go down here, go here, go up, go this way, and hit this. Then you hit down, kill the guy, then down, and then over, and then over. How in the world am I going to get the briefcase now? Seems unlikely. That's what I clicked on though for a hint, was the briefcase. And you come down this way. Oh, there's a bone that I didn't even see. And we throw that. And that grabs everybody's attention. And this way. And that way. And then we get this. And just take them all out. So what's the don't kill dogs solution? So that feels incredibly unfair and just ridiculous that there was a bone, an element that aren't even shown at the beginning of the game. I'm noticing there's a few elements in this game that could definitely be improved upon to make it easier and better experiences. Go ahead and show them. Just by showing the map at the beginning, the first time you load into the game, speeding up the reload, recording the steps so you can pause and rewind and undo and redo. Here's another example of this path that we just didn't see. And the don't kill dogs challenges aren't very challenging because all it really is just is get them chasing after you and keep running. So it seems like this Ave Maria will get content ID'd, but only in the nicest way you can content ID anything, which is an odd thing to say, but there's one way that almost nobody uses in which they can just watch things that they match, and you can do it so that other people can't claim that they own things they don't add. And you can just watch the videos and see how many people are watching reviews of your video games or doing covers of your songs, which covers of your songs, first of all, don't really qualify for content ID in the first place. They shouldn't, but they still get used that way. So that's a nice way to deal with this. Now, if I go here and rush that guy, he's out of the picture. And if I go over here, and I can't go this way because I'll die. I can go here, and I can rush this guy and get him out of the picture. But I can't go this way, which then means either get shot or let the dog eat me. And see, that seems like a poor choice for the gunshot too. I really miss a visual shotgun sniper rifle shot, something loud. Let's see. Kill your mark, don't kill dogs, collect the briefcase. We'll see what the collect the briefcase solution is. Even with it being a new day, though, I am still very much uninterested in playing this game as I would play most games. I just want to know the solutions. I'll give it one try, and that's as much as patience as I can even muster for it. Anything more than that, and I'll just get frustrated. It could be very possibly a factor of I'm just not good at this game. And going back and looking at like the number of people that have highly rated this game on Steam, I feel very much like the odd man out here. Let's see. These guns are called the Silverballers. A silly joke, I'm sure. What's weird is Square Enix had this whole series of games like Kane and Lynch and I think Soul Weaver. No. I forgot the name of the other game. That were kind of dark humor. Here's the target. So you just have to get to this point to shoot them. And that's the only thing you could have done. Let's see what the don't kill dog solution would have been. And I'm sure at the time it made sense, and I'm sure at the time it sold a few more copies of their games, but we've kind of evolved from that just, I don't know if you call it a dude bro mentality, or just a hard edge mentality. The WWE Attitude Era might be a good way to explain it. Like, how many people did I shoot there? That's weird. It only shot this guy, but it didn't hit this guy or this one. Why? I wonder why. See, I don't even understand how the gun works. So how can I be satisfied with a gameplay mechanic that I can't even figure out? I'm surprised I can even take out these other guys. And there's no other way to kill these guys but the sniper. This doesn't go up anywhere, and this doesn't go up anywhere. Yeah, this game actually is lacking the multiple options during assassinations. Apparently I could have shot the guys right from there, too. And that kind of sucks that they couldn't think of making a puzzle with 3 or 4 different options. There we go. Let's go to the airplane. And so now we're down here, and we've got this one that's curtains down, a lives inspiring by Hitman Blood Money. 8 levels inspired by Hitman Blood Money. Okay, what's interesting here is how small the text is for a cell phone game and iPad game. I can barely read it. And so Hitman Blood Money was one of the earlier Hitman games that people liked. A lot of people didn't like Absolution, which was the game before the reboot, and I think one of the other ones was pretty bad too. Level complete, collect a briefcase 30 or fewer times. So you're kind of in this weird position with this, in that if you haven't played Hitman Blood Money, there's really nothing to recognize here. I guess you can't hide in this little plant. And let's see, we've got to throw this here to get the attention of people. And then go this way. And see, I could rush on this guy, but I'd die because of both of these guys. Let's see, if I throw this, I could get both of these guys to move right towards me, so it's better to do this. Actually, that's my only help. I could kill this guy, but then I can't collect that. I can do this now. Like that. Come over here. What's interesting also is there's no audio playing. This is the first time the game has been silent for the entire game, and I've just lost. That seems really weird. This feels definitely like some DLC. Show me the solution to get the briefcase. This way, this way, this way. And see, this just feels way off now. Incredibly off. To sit here in complete silence. This seems worse. I guess you can take that as a factor and say, well, the game could have always been worse because it could have been silenced throughout the whole thing. But I really can't justify that as a fair thing to say. The games can always be worse. The graphics could be uglier. It could be glitchy. It could be crashy. All things that aren't really a criticism right now. But the gameplay itself is just killing me. This is weird. This isn't going to get anybody's attention. At all. Let's go ahead and collect this. And then I think I just probably need to run here. Go up one. Go down one. Right. And right. Let's see what the solution of 30 or fewer turns are. It seems also a little strange that if this is DLC that was added on for the definitive edition, which I assume it is, I assume in the cell phone version they figured they could sell you some extra levels, and honestly, they really shouldn't have, because there's not enough levels in the first place, and they're not. They're very unique to the point of being too unique. I would really wish that 5 or 6 levels at the very beginning were the exact same level with just one step added, one character added, so it could do some on-the-job training with the gameplay in a fashion. I'd better understand how these different walking patterns and such work. And frankly, it just needs some text to say the yellow guys may never be able to be hit, but maybe you can hit them sometimes. Or if you can walk towards them and they're one square away, you can kill them. That's something we didn't learn until about halfway through the game. And it's only 8 levels here on this. So we're going to do like 4 and maybe hit a mid-boss, or we're going to do all 8 and just have one assassination target. I think probably we're going to have 2. With those 8 levels adding up, that's going to give us slightly fewer stamps. And then this, again, over here is another 8 levels. So effectively the 2 extra things are just 1 extra box compared to all the others, so we are actually further than halfway through with the game. That's a little bit interesting, and we don't really have any reason to collect all the stamps other than silly achievements that don't matter. And I guess on some silly level I do want as many achievements as possible on Steam. It doesn't do anything for you or help, but might as well get them while we're here and see as much of the game as while we're here. that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to support me further, click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a button that says support this channel. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.